Buongiorno, welcome back to the Italian campaign. We got 2 more convoy missions to do, and they're both featuring these captured Japanese battlecruisers, so that will be exciting. Also, there's this ambush mission, but I'm just gonna choose not to attack, because I don't think it's a good idea. But first of all, let's see if we can invade something. Estonia, yeah, I think Estonia would be the better one here, because well, it doesn't really make that much of a difference, but if I, for example, were to take Lithuania, it would be just sandwiched in between a lot of German provinces. I think Estonia makes more sense. There we go. Now, convoy missions. Oh, let's just do this one first. Amagi and a Scottish DD versus 3 Breslau class light cruisers and a V-38 destroyer. Let's go. All right. Wow, I made these quite fast. 39 knots. Am I even going to use this DD? Maybe. Maybe it can deal with the transports. Although I think the Amagi is also quite well suited for that, with all of those 6-inch guns as secondaries. Let's try and catch her firing. For the thumbnail, of course I missed it. There we go. Perfectly timed. Looks a little bit goofy with that huge pagoda tower and those massive Japanese 16-inch turrets on this battlecruiser hull, which, although it is supposed to be the Japanese modern battlecruiser hull, it just looks like something not so modern. Let's see, can we score some hits soon? Should be able to. The accuracy is not bad. Firing at 31 kilometers, so way outside of their torpedo range. We can probably get closer. Oh yeah, these light cruisers have armor. Let's add some armor piercing. Or is that the DD I'm firing at? That is the DD I'm firing at. So HE was in fact the correct choice. Let's have our own DD go and intercept it. And meanwhile, Amagi can start working on the light cruisers. "24 kilometers away. That's fine. And we have torpedoes in the water. Probably being aimed at my own DD. Which is doing good work with its 5-inch guns. This has not been upgunned, because, well, I said my own DD, it's actually Scottish. There we go. Thankfully, these German V-38 class DDs do not have that much in the way of armor. There we go. My torpedoes are in the water. We are starting to score some hits on the cruisers. Finally. Not super effective. Aft belt over pen. Did these not have armor? I thought they did. Thought this cruiser class had like 6 inches pretty much all over. My torpedoes are being detected. There we go. That's a good good penetrating hit. This transport is going to take a couple of torpedoes. This cruiser might get very unlucky. Yeah, there we go. So 1 torpedo hit on the cruisers, 3 on the transports. Not bad. This guy is almost dead. This, she has her engines out and also suffering from flooding. I think we can get a little bit closer again. Only 17-kilometer range on the 6-inch guns. It's still afloat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember those light cruisers having quite decent armor, which is why I think AP is a better choice than HE. Although I'm still getting overpens. There we go, this one has been identified, yeah. You know what? You know what? HE might work. I think I have enough HE pen at this range. 19 kilometers. That should be effective. The Amagi is still electing to fire AP. How about we force HE? I say, as AP proves to be effective, scoring a full penetration. There we go, that's what I was after. I did not give these refit Japanese battlecruisers any other secondaries than 6-inch guns. Köln goes down. Amazona. Let's bring it in a little closer. Have the secondary start working on transports. Big hits, but I did not see any flooding. There we go. That's some flooding. Yeah, HE seems to actually be the better choice, even against these quite heavily armored light cruisers. Well, they only had 3 point something on the main belt. 3.4. My HE can well, it can penetrate that at any range. Quite high penetration HE. Now, DD, if you are so willing, start engaging transports. The 6-inch guns are working, but they're actually not as effective as these 5-inch guns on the DD. Yep. All right. First one down. 0 crew loss. I don't think I took a single hit. Alright, if you liked that, let's do it again. But this time, it's a bigger convoy. They got a heavy cruiser with them, and 3 DDs. I've got 2 light cruisers. Scottish ones. Pietro Mika class. Let's go. Alright, Akaishi, it's your time to shine. Light cruisers, you can just follow. That's fine. These do not have DD torpedoes, unlike the Dogali class. But they do have more guns, a lot more guns. That's 5 quadruple turret. That's 20 7-inch guns. Are they super heavy shells too? Yeah, they are. So they're, yeah, effective accuracy out to their maximum range. Okay. Okay, she's probably targeting a DD at the moment. I would like her to not do that. No, she's actually targeting... No, that's the Rhineland class. Oh, she just switched it back. She can keep targeting the Rhineland class, because that is perfect for her. No hits scored yet. But if we just keep slinging out the lead, I'm sure we're gonna get something. Secondaries are opening up on the approaching destroyers. And there we go. 16-inch shells are slamming into that heavy cruiser. My light cruisers are slaughtering DDs. There we go. Some incoming torpedoes. One of them got torpedoes off. That's okay. Luckily, the sonars on my light cruisers spotted the torpedoes well ahead of time. It was already in a turn, so might as well just reverse course. Let's wait for the turrets to swing about. Let's try not to ram into those sinking DDs. Okay, now straighten out, if you please. There we go. Accidental convoy hit. I got no torpedoes to play with this time. 4-belt overpen from this angle. That's impressive. Let's see if we can get some proper deck penetrations. Lots of ricochets. Okay, well, let's just switch to the light cruisers. And also slow down to cruising speed, which is actually 35 knots on this class. For many ships, that would be the top speed. Good flooding hit on that light cruiser. Switch to 80 now that it's been slowed down a little bit. The Scottish light cruisers are already slaughtering the convoy. Is this guy just gonna sink? Yes. Akaishi can also fire her secondaries at the transports. Back to AP just until we score some... wait. Here's the heavy cruiser. 11 kilometers away. Yeah, that is AP food. Goes. She did get torpedoes away. Can we avoid them? That's the question. Luigi, you are pretty safe. Yes. Very good. Very good. No, no, no. What are you doing, Akaishi? Okay, I think we're safe. You're gonna fire those 16-inch guns soon, Akishi? And I think that should be the end of Arcona. Pretty soon. One more salvo. No, this is where you should fire HE, Akaishi. Because it's that close. Okay, just the transports left now. It got a little bit messy. Let's get the 3-inch guns into range so they can feed on unarmored transports. And the 3-inch guns are doing their job. Causing most of the transports to surrender, actually, before sinking them. Three-inch guns don't seem quite so wild when you're playing on real speed. What's the range of those anyway? 10 kilometers with AP. That's not too bad. And there we go. That's the convoy down. Alright. And as I said, I'm not really interested in this ambush mission, so we're just gonna ignore it. Let's see, where my new super battleships coming in next month? Looks like it. Let's see, where are the German battleships now? Here. Okay. So, by the way, if you didn't catch it, yes, I did slightly change the save file, so these would actually come into service before the end of the campaign, because otherwise, yeah, you're just not gonna see them in battle ever. And I do want to see them try and take on those German battleships that they were made to take on. So hopefully we will see that next month. And by next month, I mean, of course, next month, because even if they did enter service this month, I would also need to send them out to sea. But anyway, Japan seems to mobilize forces against us. And August von Bismarck is the new German admiral. I've gained control of Kuwait. Now, sadly, did not get to fight the Ottoman Navy, so unfortunate, but that is how it is. We have a naval invasion going on here. Let's see, here are those German battleships. These are ready, and they have a decent escort with Japanese-built DDs to accompany them. So we're just gonna send them out, like so. The third battleship squadron, that is the super battleships, they will be the ones to do this naval invasion, I think. Now, what more do I want to have accompany those new battleships? Let's see, most of these are being repaired. I'm probably way over capacity. And actually, just a little bit. That's not way over. That's a little bit over. Yeah, but they just entered port, so their repairs just started now. What do the Germans have here? 2 battleships, okay. 3 battlecruisers. 3 heavies, 4 lights, and 16 DDs. I think we're just going to combine here. Yeah, add those new battleships and the second battleship squadron together. And we should get something. Alright, so Japan, only minus 29. Would not worry too much. Or research, not really relevant. But there we go. Better engines, very nice. Alright, next month. Let's see those big guns in action. Hopefully. And no meeting. Lots of convoys. Canada wants to buy 1 Patrona class. And I now have the capacity to do that, so that's fine. Where did the German battleships go? Did they go into port? They are here in Danzig. Okay, I will chase them into Danzig. Now, convoys. Heimdall class battlecruiser versus 2 Bourbon class heavy cruisers. That's not a good matchup. These would get murdered. So I might just let that one slide. Tiramisu versus Ager, a Kaiser class. That's not a good matchup. Another Kaiser class versus Bastarda, a Palinuro. That's also terrible. Yeah, and let's do this one. A Bourbon class heavy cruiser from Scotland, one of my Dogali class light cruisers, which has not received a refit because I forgot to apply it after she got repaired. But let's go. All right. Let's turn off the torpedoes so we don't have any accidents. The Dogali can speed up a little bit. San Marco firing her 10-inch guns. Scoring a hit on... What did we hit? Is that a light cruiser? No, it's a DD. Good. Kill it. Make it dead. Of course, this version of the Dogali does not have effective HE at this range. We're just gonna turn you. There we go. 10-inch guns landing some hits. What is this? It's also DD. Let's bring the Dogali closer. What are you firing at? You are firing at the DD. Why are you loading AP? That makes no sense. That does not make any sense. San Marco. One destroyer is dead. Three-inch guns might actually be very useful here. Alright, just the light cruiser left now. And in this case, AP might be the choice for San Marco. At least when we get a little bit closer. And no, San Marco, you will keep targeting that light cruiser. can set your secondaries on the transport. Dugali! We're gonna play with some torpedoes. Because you got a lot of torpedoes. And they are big torpedoes. So torpedoes now targeting that light cruiser. No, that transport I mean. Aggressive launch is on. Torpedoes are in the water. At least some of them. There we go. That's the rest of them. Are they gonna hit that light cruiser though? That's doubtful. Now, AP. Just a little too late, she was angling now. I had a flat broadside. Thetis has launched torpedoes. Let's not be where they're gonna be. Okay, I can keep firing HE now. Yeah, it has just enough armor that unless I get a good flat angle, it is actually hard to penetrate with cruiser caliber guns. Let's just rake the transports with secondaries as we sail by. .4.2s on San Marco should do a very good job of killing the transports. And yeah, San Marco is killing transports with her secondaries quite effectively too. Now let's just focus everything on that light cruiser. Very close. I know it has torpedoes left. But what she does not have left is crew. And with as many torpedo launchers and secondaries of various caliber as this class has, crew loss is kind of an Achilles heel. And there goes the last of the transports. That's a lot of funnels for a transport. Wow. Alright, so what we had left here now was 2 heavy cruisers versus a battle cruiser. That would just leave me with 2 sunken heavy cruisers, because that's not gonna work. This would cost me a heavy cruiser and a battle cruiser, because there's no way they can sink this thing. And this would cost me a battle cruiser and DD and a Scottish heavy cruiser, because again there's no way they can sink this thing. But I might be able to sink a couple of DDs. I don't really want to chance it though. Ambush. It's the same thing we've been passing up on. Danzig class light cruiser. Well, I don't know what kind of armor they have. That's the thing. I've never identified these. I don't think it's a lot of armor. Might be able to gun them down, actually. Let's not do any of that. Just go to next month and hope that I can actually fight these 2 battleships hold up in Danzig. Where are these 2 battlecruisers heading? Into here. There we go. It's a good force to intercept them. Right. December. Alright, I am blockading Germany. First, let's strike this. Sinking 1 transport. And here we go. That is a battle. A König Wilhelm and a Heimdall class battlecruiser. It seems to be I think the König Wilhelm is the better one. It's bigger. And it's got the bigger guns. Lots of Breslau, but also a couple of Danzig class light cruisers. So let's try and identify those. And let's also try and sink a lot of DDs. Basically, the Capri will be on destroyer and light cruiser killing duty, while Akaishi and Amagi take on the enemy battlecruisers. So we didn't get the battleship battle I wanted, but at least we're getting a battle. Now let's just try and find the enemy battlecruisers. That's not hard. Akaishi, Amagi. Meanwhile, Capri start killing DDs. .36 kilometers, so not quite in secondary range yet. You two will load AP for those battlecruisers. Pretty sure you can pen the decks this kind of range, 30 kilometers. Okay, they've already advanced to within where the decks can be penetrated. They are just zooming in. I really have to do this kiting away kind of fighting. Guess I gots to. Let's see if we can find the Danzig class light cruisers. They've not been identified yet. It's a DD. And yes, most of these are DDs. So they had 16 of them. Must be this. Yeah. Doesn't look half bad. We could have put at least some of these turrets on barbettes, but other than that, does not look half bad. Those are some stubby 7-inch guns. What kind of range do they have? 17.7 kilometers. So my hopes of them having just way too much muzzle velocity, ruining their accuracy, allowing me to just kill them with my DD guns. Yeah, probably not gonna happen. Open the range a little bit. So my Japanese battlecruisers can start... Wait, did you guys change targets again? You did. Let's just set these secondaries to fire at something. That does seem like it keeps them from changing main gun targets. Sometimes. How far away do I have to be to get 11 inches of deck penetration? I'm guessing 33 kilometers, maybe? So let's get to that point first. Yeah, I think I can get deck penetrations now. No, the Capri does not need to be this far away. Because she's not going for the deck penetrations. So I'm just going to split her off into her own lonesome self in a division. She needs to get a little bit closer to make use of that HE. And start slaughtering destroyers. Ricochet. Okay, Capri. Give me some hits now. You've not done much. There we go. There we go. Spread the love. There we go. That was a good salvo. It's pretty much a dead DD. We'll do that again. Yes. One DD dead from extensive fire. Just make sure my Japanese battlecruisers don't just exit the battle space completely. You can turn down to cruising speed. Also unmask all your guns. Stettin. That is a Danzig class light cruiser. And no, they do not have a lot of armor. What kind of stuff do they have? Capitalistic 2 AP, base fuse, HE. 31 caliber 7-inch guns. That must be minimum length. Yeah, I don't think Capitalistic 2 AP is the best choice when you're making them that short. Hagen was identified 10 inches of main deck. 12.8 fore and aft deck. Okay. What's the other battlecruiser? Here you are. Elsass. 15 inches of main deck. That's a lot of armor. That's not a lot of pen. What do you have? Semi. Okay. I think, given that they have that much deck armor, at least the one with 15 inches of deck armor, yeah, I'm not going through that, I think. A better way to fight these would actually be to just get closer and go through the belts. Or maybe not. Hagen just took a main deck penetration. She's the one with 10 inches of main deck. And her tower is out. Elsass has lost a turret. Possibly parts of her magazine. Capri is harassing them a lot. Boom boom on Stettin. That's the end of Stettin. Yep. And no, you will not be targeting the battlecruiser with your little 13-inch guns. That's kind of a waste of time. You will be dealing with the light cruisers though. Okay, Amagi, Akisashi. I mean Akaishi. Wow, one of you just whacked the Elsa's with a couple of main deck pens. See, my main deck plan is actually working. Yeah, Elsa's is pretty much done for. All engines out, flooding, a turret out. Wait, that's the one with the lots of armor. No, no, no. What are you? Who? Akaishi, why are you targeting the DD? I wondered why the Hagen was suddenly not taking fire, and this DD was completely ineffective with 16-inch armor piercing against the DD. It's just going through. But there we go. Elsa's is dead. Now both battlecruisers. Hagen. Augsburg sinks. Next, Danzig. Can we slap the Hagen a little bit more? Akaishi, Amagi. Capri is certainly delivering the slaps. There we go. Shells raining down. Oh, yeah. That's why Capri has barely taken any damage. Look at the accuracy on Hagen. Past like 20,000 meters, there's just almost no accuracy. She has a maximum AP range of 60 kilometers, but at 40,000 meters, it's 0% accuracy. So yeah, triple base. That's how the game treats high missile velocity. How long are these guns? 57 caliber. So they are lengthened a little bit. But I think the base length of those German 14-inch guns are actually 55. I don't think they're lengthened that much even. Where's that 6-inch gun's firing AP? I don't get it. Please fire HE. No, Capri, you will ignore the battlecruiser. Akaishi and Amagi are taking care of it. Don't you worry about it. Akaishi and Amagi accidentally got a little bit too far away again because I forgot about them. 40 kilometers is quite a distance. But at this range, we are scoring main deck penetrations. 18 inches of deck pen at 40 kilometers. So it did work out. No mistakes. just happy accidents. And Hagen is pretty much done for. You can get a couple more main deck pens and she's out. The main belt pen. Well, I guess I can pen the belt at that range. Hagen sinks now. My dear Japanese battlecruisers, you are free to start firing HE ammo. Now, Capri, your main guns can fire AP, you know. Set your secondaries to fire HE. And this is an AP target. If I ever saw one. Wait, actually, I think HE might work on it. It only has 3-inch something main belt. It's got lots of 6-inch thickness for the 4.5 belts. The main belt is only 3.4 inches or something thereabouts, right? Because it's a Breslau. Yeah, 3.4. But eventually she did score some AP penetrations, and that works fine. Capri just dancing with the DDs. That's a lot of fire coming her way, though. Not very effective, but still. Do I want to bring these closer, potentially into torpedo range, to start making use of those 6-inch secondaries? Or are we just gonna let the Capri handle it? Oh, she seems to want to fire AP out of her 6-inch guns. Make sure you two don't just disappear off the battle space again. Torpedoes incoming. That's fine. We dodged. $800,000 damage from Capri. Which is a lot more than what these have done, but then again, the difference in targets. So not really that representative. I guess they are kind of messing about information, because the AI has this on by default. No wait, this one, I mean. So when the group leader takes damage and is slowed down, falls to the back of the formation. And then the next group leader takes damage, slows down, falls to the back of the formation, and then so on and so on. These two are running out of HE, which is fine. They've seen combat a couple months in a row now. Come on, Capri, can you make it 1,000,000 before we end this? Yeah, there we go, 1,000,000. Yeah, the two Japanese ones might as well just keep sailing, because Capri is handling things on her own. Last DD. There she goes. Wonderful. Yeah. Very nice. Alright. So, Netherlands cancel alliance with Japan. Yeah, a sad lack of battleship battles aside, at least we got to sink some ships. So here's what I think I'm gonna do. Seems the German battleships in Danzig are just coming out to defend convoys. I don't know how, because I got this fleet sitting right outside a port. So, well, that aside, let's send my new battleships into Oslo. Giulio Cesare and this other one. And then the game can drag them into convoy missions against the two battleships. No, wait, actually no. Let's just keep them here. Let's set my ships that are in ports here not on... could we take this one again? No, I don't think so. Are there anyone here we can... Yeah, this one. This is a good matchup. Heavy cruiser versus light cruiser. Heavy cruisers. Yeah, not happening. Let's set my ships that are in port not on sea control. And then maybe the game will generate fewer of these missions for me. And the German battleships will put to sea. And I can finally engage them with a task force of my own. So, I think that's what I want to do. I could possibly do this one. Arigatō is a good ship. Yeah. Until next time, goodbye, and take care.